Hello class, I'm Noel Geringer, and for my informative speech, I decided to talk about my family's past experiences on Disney cruise ships. It's something that we really enjoy, and especially in light of the current coronavirus situation and stopping so many vacations and traveling, I really wanted to recall some of my favorite memories that I've spent with my family and some of my favorite times traveling since I can't really do that right now. So, I have been on 4 Disney cruises. On those Disney cruises, I have been to the Bahamas twice, Alaska, Canada, Cayman Islands, Jamaica, and Mexico. And then there's 4 different ships right now that Disney has in their fleet, and that's from smallest to biggest: the Magic, the Wonder, the Dream, and the Fantasy, of which I've been on all of them except for the very first one, the Magic. I would say my favorite is probably the Dream. That's like the second to largest. It's just one that my family usually travels on, and it's really fun. It has a really interesting, cool, clear water slide that goes like outside of the ship, so you can actually see the ocean beneath you while you're on sea. It's really cool, really amazing. So we usually get, my whole family goes, which is kind of a lot. So that's like 3 rooms is what we usually get. And the rooms have a normal like queen bed, and then they have like 2 bunk beds, and they're pretty spacious for what you'd expect. They have a split bath, which is really nice. So it makes it easier for getting ready with your family, especially when there's multiple people, multiple girls in the room. I would say my favorite trip would be, it's hard, but probably Alaska. I think it was so different from anything that I've ever seen before, and it was just so beautiful. I loved the whale watching there, everything. It was amazing. Loved Alaska. So basically on the cruise, they have so much stuff to do, like so much. You will never get through it all. Even if you've been on like 4, we still feel like we haven't done all that we can with our Disney cruise experience. So some of those things that they include are shows, and they have a show like every night, and sometimes it will vary between like a theatrical Broadway style production, which are very, very good, very high quality, great shows. I love them. They're so cute. There's usually lots of singing, very cute. Or sometimes they will have like a comedian or a magic show also on different nights. Usually there's 7-night cruises, 5-night cruises, 4. You can pretty much get however many night you want. But my family has been on 7-night, and on 7-night cruises they do less of the theatrical shows and mix in more of those individual performers like comedians, magicians, that kind of stuff. So then the dinner situation is kind of interesting. Basically there's so many places to eat on the cruise, like a million, feels like. Not really a million, but there's a lot. So first of all, every ship differs like which kind of restaurants they have, but they have like 3 main dining rooms that are all themed differently, and you will rotate through those through every night of your cruise. So like Monday night you'll go to this one, Tuesday night you'll go to this one, and then you start the cycle over. And your waiters actually follow you restaurant to restaurant. They know which one you're going to go to. And you get really bonded to your waiters, actually. We always love ours. They're so sweet. And it's so interesting to learn about their countries, because usually they're from different countries. I've met people from the UK, from Portugal, lots of different places. It's really neat. One of my favorite parts of the Disney cruise. Also for food, they have different buffets. Like they usually have a buffet going almost all day, and then they have places on deck, like the top deck, where you can get food. They have a pizzeria, a burger place, they have like a salad shop kind of thing, an ice cream shop. They have lots of different options, and those are open like all the time. Not to mention that room service is 24/7, and it is free, and you can get whatever you want. It is so cool. They also have free ice cream on deck, and it is the best soft serve you'll ever have in your life. Highly recommend. They also do a lot of stuff for kids. Obviously, it's a Disney cruise. They have characters that you can go visit in the lobbies or on different decks at different times. You can check, they actually have an app, and you can check the app for when these times will be, so you can like coordinate with your family, like, oh, we want a picture with Mickey, so everybody meet here. Because the nice thing about Disney cruises is that you get to spend time together as a family and do bonding activities and have a really good time, but you also can spend some time apart and relax and enjoy different things if maybe you have varying interests. Another way that they do that is through these kids clubs that they have. There are a couple different kids clubs, and they're all for different age groups. They have one for pretty much everyone, like kids, preteens, and then teens. I've been to all of them on my cruises. They're cool, they're fun. I'm a little shy, like, when I meet people, so I don't, like, make that many friends on these, but it's a really good opportunity, too, to, like, meet some new people and talk, and it's really good for kids, you know, to give parents a chance to have some alone time, or maybe go have a dinner by themselves. They can actually have dinner with the counselors in their club instead of with the parents, so that the parents can go on their own and enjoy themselves. And they also have adult clubs, and they have a couple of them. It just depends on which cruise you go on. And they're all different themed, all very beautiful. Everything is so beautiful and so themed and just, wow, very luxurious looking. But they have really cool adult clubs, and now that I'm 18, I actually can go inside of them, and they're pretty neat. They're really cool. They do game shows a lot, like Match Your Mate, I know, is one of the game shows that they do, which is like a couples game. Then they do family games. They do family dance parties and like these family clubs. It's really neat. There is something for everybody on a Disney cruise. There's everything, a club for any kind of event you really want. They also have stores. You can go shopping on board, and this merchandise is usually like exclusive to Disney Cruise Line, which is really neat. They have different several different stores and varying price points. That's really cool. They also have a sports deck, which you can play basketball and a whole bunch of other things on. Ping pong, I think, is one of them. Golf. They also have a movie theater, so if maybe live performances aren't your thing, then you can watch movies that haven't even been released yet that are Disney, which is really, really neat. They also have something called island excursions, and this is when you stop at an island or a destination and you get to do different things like parasailing, ziplining, glass bottom boat riding. That's something that we did. Dolphin swimming. You can go on water parks. There's tons of different stuff. But yeah, so I have loved my Disney cruises. I highly recommend them to anyone who is considering it whenever this virus dies down, or anyone who is wanting to go on a good family vacation. I would highly recommend a Disney cruise.